Greetings and welcome to the State of Healing. I'm your host and holistic coach, Natasha L Brown. Our topic: you are worthy of God's best. Stop short. My disclaimer: this is an informational session. I am not a medical professional, I am a holistic consultant. This broadcast will be used to assist you in starting and maintaining your holistic journey in the right direction. And always seek medical attention from your primary care physician for any emergency situations. Also, keep in mind to click like, subscribe, as well as click the notification bell so that you'll know when I upload new videos, and share your comments below as well as your experiences. So, our topic again is you are worthy of God's best. What I want you to keep in mind and remember is to let the true you overflow into helping others. This is just spillover, is what it is. So, as you fill yourself up, and I have a page on New Peace, well, a group on New Peace. On Facebook, a group on Facebook called Selflessly Selfish. And it is a spinoff from one of the books that I have written, the Now Proverbs 31 Woman. And what that is making sure that you can be selfless, but in turn, you want to make sure that you are selfish. So making sure that you are taking care of yourself, making sure you are whole, making sure you are well in every aspect of your life. And then that way, once you are in a good place, you're able to allow others to reap the benefit from the overflow of you being in a holistic place. But if you're not in a holistic place, then what happens is you're giving from an empty place, which depletes you. And in turn, it is going to end up making you sick. That's where dis-ease comes from, or illness. You won't be in a good place physically, emotionally, or mentally. So, with you are worthy of God's best, we want to keep in mind the term. And as I was doing some research, selling yourself short originally comes from the stock market, which was very interesting to me. Short selling is a common tactic amongst stockbrokers. Basically, a trader will borrow and rapidly sell stock that they believe will decline. Once the stock price declines, they buy the stock back to replace what they borrowed. How much they make thus depends on how much the price has declined. Essentially, short selling, which indicates a lack of faith in something. See, lack of faith in something, whether that be in a company stock or in this case, you. And what was interesting to me is people, we use terms. I hear people say that a lot. You're selling yourself short, but I never thought about the origin of the term. So making sure that we understand what we're saying, and a lot of things, and I'm from the South, so definitely a lot of things that are said, the origin makes no sense to me. So many times if people say certain things to me, I don't agree with it. And people don't like that response, which is always strange to me. But if it doesn't align with my standards, if it doesn't align with what I believe, there's no need of me agreeing with it just because you said it. I want you to think about what you're saying to me as well as what you're saying to yourself and others. So, selling yourself short, knowing the history of that term makes a lot of sense. So we don't want to sell ourselves short because we believe in ourselves. We have faith in who we are. We trust who we are, and we know who we are. And if you don't, then definitely you can contact me through any of the social media means, no matter where you're seeing this video, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Natasha L Brown. You can contact me and we can get some holistic coaching going on so that we can get you in a whole and healthy place. And sometimes it's the environment that you're in that's creating you to sell yourself short, because maybe you're trying not to outshine or outdo your superior. And many times what happened, unless you're in a situation like the military or somewhere where you are not going to be able to effectively do what you need to do when you are, well, if you're not fully being yourself, no matter where you are, it creates a problem internally. And then externally, it'll spill over. So being able to shine and shine brightly encourages other people to be themselves, which in many cases we're in a place that is more comfortable to sell ourselves short. So look at your environment, whether work, whether home, whether school, no matter where you are. Check your environment and see whether you are operating fully as you, or if you are selling yourself short and trying to make someone else feel better or not feel bad. All right, you deserve better, even if you don't know it yet. Number one, you're undervaluing yourself. And we just talked about that. If you are in a situation where you have to undervalue yourself, it creates, well, initially it'll create a form of depression because you are depressing your true self. It creates a negative mental and emotional state. But after a while, we get used to being in a particular situation and we don't even consider that we're not where we should be or where we're supposed to be or where we will bloom. If we're not in a good place to bloom, it makes a big difference. So are you in a place where you are valued, where you are celebrated? Two, you're overvaluing others. It's the same thing in two different aspects. You are allowing others to shine brighter than you. There are many situations where you have behind the scenes people, and behind the scenes people are, it is understood that they're not going to get the credit for what's going on. They make other people look good, and that's fine. But when it comes to those people, if they are grateful and they turn and acknowledge you, then don't not accept the acknowledgement. Don't be appreciative of the acknowledgement. Appreciate what they're saying. Appreciate the hard work that you put in to make them look good. And then move forward. Value who you are and what you do. Because if you are effective at what you do, then yes, people should be able to praise you. People should be able to toot your horn for you, as we would say, I don't want to toot my own horn, but then most people do. That's another term that is used a lot. So you want to make sure you are valuing yourself just as much as you value others. Always want to be grateful, but don't sell yourself short. Number three, you're in a relationship that doesn't challenge you. A person who worships you will never tell you the truth. That one was just amazing to me. That's why when I look for an accountability partner, I don't want someone that's going to agree with everything I'm doing, because they're not going to hold me accountable. They're going to agree with everything that I'm doing, whether right, wrong, whether it's going to push me, whether it's challenging me. They're just going to agree with it because that's what they think I want to hear. So having a good partner, no matter what type of relationship it is, you want to make sure you have someone that is going to challenge you to do your best. To do your best. They should not be in a relationship with you, no matter what type of relationship. And when we talk about the word relationship, is always the idea is a romantic relationship. But if you don't have those people in your life that's going to challenge you to do your best, they know what you can do, they know that you're not doing it at your top of your quality, and they're not pushing you, you don't need those people in your circle. Those are not the ones that are going to help you get to where you want to go. Now, if you have no goals, if you don't want to go anywhere, then fine. But if you are trying to push yourself in a particular situation, then definitely you want to make sure you have people that are challenging you in a positive way. 4, you don't demand respect. It goes back to 1 and 2. So you are the person that you are allowing everybody to walk over you. You're scared to speak up. You're scared to say certain things. Then it makes a big difference. And again, it's just like with a relationship. If you're in a situation where you're never able to speak up and voice your opinion, you are in the wrong relationship. Even on your job or in school, you may be in the wrong class. If you're somewhere where you cannot bloom, you are aligning yourself with the wrong people. It's not going to help you grow. It's not going to help you move forward. Number 5, you put up with things you should not. Again, knowing what you want and going after it, setting those goals and making sure that you are operating fully in your truest self. When we operate in our truest self, there is nothing we can do, or at least nothing we believe that we cannot do. All things are possible with God. So when we allow the God in us to bubble over, to operate fully, we can do anything. Number 6, You worry too much about what other people think. And I do body type surveys. So the different body types, it always amazes me. One of the body types is more prone to needing that push from other people. But most of us have, it's three main body types, but most of us kind of border in more than one. So what will happen is we'll have to pull from the stronger body type or stronger personality type in order to make sure that the weaker personality type or body type gets what they need. So working in alignment as a whole person. And as a holistic coach, that's what we always work on. Most people come in, they want the magic pill. We talk about whatever the situation is, whether it's weight loss, whether it's blood pressure, blood sugar, whatever the situation is. We talk about those things, but we find out holistically what can you do, because to get a magic pill and not be able to maintain the effects of it, there's no magic. So keep in mind what it is that you need to be doing holistically to make sure you are operating and getting the best that God has for you, because you deserve it. You are worthy of God's best. And definitely want you to keep in mind, we had 6 points. Number 1, you're undervaluing yourself. Number 2, you're overvaluing others. 3, you're in a relationship that doesn't challenge you. 4, you don't demand respect. 5, you put up with things you shouldn't. 6, you worry too much about what others think. And it's good to get feedback, but don't get caught up in what people think, because that will definitely hinder you from moving forward with your goals. So definitely want you to keep those 6 things in mind, and remember not to sell yourself short. The next time you even think about it, before you allow it to come out of your mouth, how can you present yourself differently? How can you put your assets out? Make sure that people know what you can do, who you are, and not do it in a bragging manner or a belittling manner to someone else, but making sure you are thriving, you are blooming, you are shining. Be the star that God created you to be. Be the overflow. Allow people to move in your presence and be better when they leave it than when they came in. So just as a reminder, if you are viewing this, no matter where you see it, I want you to like it, share it, leave a comment, and let me know what you thought of the video, how it helped you, and some of the other things you'd like to hear from the State of the Healing as far as holistic healing is concerned. And also make sure that you contact a professional, no matter what it is, a life coach, a holistic coach as myself, a medical professional, depending on what's going on. Make sure you have those people in your team and on your team that are going to help you be your best. And it's beautiful to have a mentor or a coach in every area of your life to make sure that you have that balance you need. And all right, so again, this is the State of Healing, and I am Natasha L Brown, your host and holistic coach. And I want you to remember that I love you. Self-love and self-compassion are your superpowers. Have a beautiful week. Thank you.